As we have documented before, that the goal of the radical Anglo-American is world domination, American global leadership. In my other videos, I've showed you the documentation of the founding principles of the Project for a New American Century, which states that very clearly their goal is to promote American global leadership, okay, i.e. radical Anglo-American global domination is their goal. You can see it's very clear in their foreign policies. You can see the father of Bush back in September 11th, 1991. He spoke very clearly about a new world order.
Big idea, a new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind: peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law.
Out of these troubled times, our fifth objective, a new world order, can emerge. Now we can see a new world coming into view. A world in which there
is a chance for the President of the United States to use this disaster to carry out what his father, a phrase his father used, I think, only once, and hasn't been used since, and that is a new world order.
And it's interesting that he uses that term. The History Channel had a program about Hitler and spoke about how Hitler's goal was the new world order.
Even the History Channel, in doing a television special on Nazism and Adolf Hitler, entitled the program A New World Order. And here we have the magazine on world conflict, and what do we see as Adolf Hitler, and the caption says A New World Order. We have Wall Street and the rise of Hitler. Who financed Hitler? American swastika. What we're talking about here are the people in power in this government are Nazis. No doubt in anybody's mind who has looked at this subject that the Bush family are heavily connected to the Nazi movement.
So it's interesting that now Bush's father comes along and speaks about that very same goal, an idea of a new world order.
Big idea, a new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause. Big idea, a new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause.
So what's really going on is that Islam stands in the way of them achieving that goal. Islam stands in the way of them achieving world domination. Therefore, Islam has been made the target. And this is expressed better than me by Anthony J. Hilder.
Islam is being targeted as the fall guys because they hate the Manhattan money monarchy, not because they hate the American people. Unfortunately, most Americans are just too damn dumb to recognize that they are being led like lambs to be slaughtered on the altar of the Illuminati's New World Order.
For all those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, it is clear why Islam stands in their way. Here's a religion that teaches you to stand up against oppression, to challenge the mischief makers and those who oppress people in the earth unjustly. And it is no wonder, look, they are the people who do those very same things. They have been and are continually the people who continue to oppress people upon the face of the earth, who set up systems of injustice, who perpetrate unjust wars against people for their own power and gain. So, of course, they made Islam the target. Islam stands in the way because of its honorable teachings of fighting against oppression, against injustice, and standing up for that which is right and combating that which is wrong. So, wow, you should not be amazed that they've made Islam the target. It stands in their way. As more people become Muslim, you see that their power will be challenged, and they don't like that. Anthony J. Hilder makes it clearer.
This is a war against Islam, but Islam is an obstacle to world government. The Muslims have to be terminated. But they're saying, oh, no, let's not get prejudice. Let's be honest. Let's be friendly with these good people. But the President of the United States wants to terminate these people. Now it comes to the time when we must get in bed with individuals who are seeking freedom, against this oligarchy of evil, against this Illuminati elite, against those who are trying to bring about world government upon the ashes of all national sovereignty. We must align. We must have a free world alliance to protect the linguistic, religious, racial, political nation states that deserve to be free.
From the invasion of the Americas in 1492 to the invasion and plotting plans against Africa and Asia in 1884 with the Berlin Conference, this has been the goal of the radical Anglo European and American, to dominate the world. Make no mistakes about it. This has been their goal. History proves it. And today, the obstacle that stands in the way of them achieving this goal is Islam and the Muslim people. This is why today Islam is being demonized. This is why today the Muslim areas are being targeted. This is why today they're trying to pass policies in order to promote some idea or force or impose the idea of a Western-style democracy in the Middle East. You've continually heard them talk about democracy. They want to change it. They want to change it. They want to shape the Middle East. This is their goal. This is their goal, to dominate. And they're the ones who are really trying to change the culture of the Middle East and other peoples around the face of the earth. So make no mistake about it. The true people whose intent is to control the world is them, not the Muslim. It is they, the radical Anglo-American and European. These are the people whose goal is global domination.
This is a war against Islam, but Islam is an obstacle to world government.
Unfortunately, most Americans are just too damn dumb to recognize that they're being led like lambs to be slaughtered on the altar of the Illuminati's New World Order.
Big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause